In this module, we will be going through the MSG method and how to trade it. It's a very simple beginner strategy. It's beginner friendly. It really is. You guys will enjoy it, and it's a strategy that works extremely well, developed by us at T1FX team. So let's hop straight into that. So the MSG method, because this starts, like you guys will see, it's busy forming now. It starts forming at 1 a.m. the block, and it'll finish at 3 a.m. So let's go to previous days, so you guys will see. Started at 1 a.m. and ended at 3 a.m. This is the MSG block. It's the first 2 hours of the market open. Okay. So the rules are pretty simple. Once the block has finished forming at 3 a.m., we then wait for price to either break down to the downside or to break up to the upside. Now, whichever way price goes out first, that is the direction we'll be targeting the market. Okay, so pretty straightforward. You have two options. What will happen is when it breaks it out, it will turn the block green, which means we are looking to buy the market. You guys can see how the market goes up. Now, very important to know is if you have a small account, you're gonna have to wait for it to pull back into this block, because ultimately your stop loss is just below this block. So there's three options: high risk, low risk, and medium risk. So your high risk entries is over here. Your medium risk entries is in the middle, and your low risk entries is at the very bottom. Okay, so remember, this does not count only when price breaks out first, right? So price broke out first, so you will see high risk is the only one that got the entry, right? And it actually got that entry twice. So here's your high risk entry. They could buy and so forth and make some money. Medium risk was left behind. Price did not even come back to the middle of the block. And low risk was left behind. Price did not come to the lower end of the block. Okay. Now the reason why this is high, medium, and low risk is look at the entry price. If you're going to enter here at 4349, let's say 4350, and your stop loss is so $10 below this block or $5 below this block, it's up to you. And let's say $5 below this block, that means this is a $34 stop loss. So on a $50 account, it doesn't make sense to enter with a 0.01 lot size here, right? Because you're going to risk most of your account, which makes no sense. But if someone has $1,000 account, on a 0.01 lot size, you can easily enter here and put your stop loss over here, right? Because you can handle the drawdown. So if you enter in the middle of the block, which is 37, so now it's a $20 drawdown to your stop loss. If you enter here, your stop loss is $20 on a 0.01 lot size away. So that's why it's a bit medium risk, because you risk less. You risk less than the people entering at high risk. Now at low risk, your stop loss will only then be $10. So you risk the least amount. Okay. Now the only thing that you'll notice is sometimes you will get left behind. You will not be able to take the trade. Okay. So that is your three risk levels. It's a pretty straightforward strategy. We wait for the block to form, and then after the breakout, which way it breaks out first, we wait for it to come back into our block, and we go into the direction that it did. Okay, that it broke out. Now another block that we target is the 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. block. Okay, so what you guys will see is the 3 p.m. block it formed. Price broke out to the downside, so we have our high risk entry, we have our low risk entry, and medium risk entry, and we have our low risk entry. So it gave it, so here you guys will see it actually came to the medium risk entry, because remember, if we sell, your stop loss is just above this line here. So can you guys see, price broke to the downside, came back into the block, then sold, came back into the block and sold. Okay, came to medium risk, gave medium risk a chance to enter and sold. And as you guys will see, when it's yellow, it's busy forming the next MSG method block. pretty straightforward. Now, one thing that is nice for the small accounts, if this block is small, like from year to year it's now $19, but sometimes this block is only $10, then you can enter when it breaks out. Okay, but normally the blocks are quite big because there's a lot of movement in the market early on. So it's a pretty straightforward strategy. I wouldn't recommend trading this with less than $500 at all, and only using a 0.01 lot size. If you have a small account, you can go and trade this on other pairs. The same method, you can trade on other pairs. Now, this indicator you can get for TradingView and MetaTrader 5 on our website at t1fxteam.com. So this is where you can get this indicator and you can add it. Okay, pretty straightforward. There's no tricks to it. It's very user friendly. Go practice it on a demo and then try it on your real account.